that so valuable than other sheets of paper. If you try to pay for something with a piece of paper, you might run into some trouble, except that bill was a $100 bill. But what makes the $100 bill so valuable than other sheets of paper? After all, you can do a lot with it. You can build with it, you can eat it, and burning it is actually illegal. So what's the big deal? You might know the answer. A $100 bill is printed by the government and is declared official piece of currency. But that's just only what makes it legal. What makes it valuable, on the other hand, is how many or how few there are around. Throughout history, most currency was linked to valuable things like gold and silver. The more gold and silver or riches a country had, the more currency it had in circulation. But when the US dropped the system in 1971, after that, the US dollar was declared fiat money. That means the money is not linked to any external source, but relying solely on government policy to see for how much is to be in circulation. So which branch of our government controls this policy? The legislative, judicial, or the executive? The surprising answer is none of the above. The main reason why they did this is so they could stop bickering between parties. The modern policy is set by the independent Federal Reserve System, or the Fed, made up of 12 regional banks in major cities around the country. Its board and governors are appointed by the Senate and approved by the President, report to Congress, and all the Fed's profit goes into the US Treasury. But why don't they just choose to print infinite $100 bills? Well, then the dollar would be worth nothing. Think about the purpose of currency, which is to be exchange of goods and services. And when you do that, it's called a transaction. If the currency increases faster than the number of total goods and services in the economy, each dollar's value will decrease. This is called inflation. On the other hand, if the money in circulation stays the same and the supply increases, each dollar's value will increase in a process known as deflation. Too much of any is dangerous. Too much of any is dangerous because in inflation means the money in your wallet today will be worth less tomorrow, making you want to spend it right away. While this will keep business alive, it will also encourage overconsumption or hoarding commodities, or like food and fuel, leading to consumers' shortages, price hikes, and even more inflation. But deflation will make people want to hold on to their money and a decrease in consumer spending, leading to more unemployment and a further decrease in spending. And economists agree too much of any of each is dangerous. And the Fed has a very small lean to inflation to encourage business growth. Inflation is necessary to encourage economic growth. The Fed uses vast amount of data to see how much money is needed in circulation with using previous amounts of inflation, international trends, and the unemployment rate. The Fed does not only know how much money in your wallet is worth, but also your chance of getting or keeping the job where you earn it. Now you know the difference between a piece of paper and this $10 bill. Thank you.